Hello everybody, my name is Royal Reporter Lydia, and today in today's video I'm going to be addressing this sort of rumour slash misinformation slash fake news that's been spreading over the last couple of hours today. Basically, this morning, if you're not familiar with what happened, this morning some person who knew zilch about the royal family came onto this major news broadcaster and said this money could be used to pay pensioners for this fuel allowance thing, which is completely wrong in itself, and I will explain why in a minute. But I'm hoping this video, there's a lot of fake news about this because this news thing, this broadcasted thing, has peddled a lot of fake news, sort of spread a lot of misinformation. So I'm hoping that this video will be something that you can, if you're lost in that fake news, I'm hoping this will sort of make sense and you can understand actually what's happening from someone that knows about the royal family. And yeah, I'm hoping this will be an informative video for you, so let's get on to it. Okay, so in order to understand this fuel allowance thing, you'd have to understand how the royal family is funded, and that is in itself is a very controversial topic, simply because everybody has their own opinion about it. Everyone thinks that they know what they're talking about, and literally I've said royal finances until I'm blue in the face. I've done 3-4 videos about this. And I know so many other royal creators have done a specific video just about royal finances to sort of teach people this is how they're funded, and still haters, Republicans just don't want to learn. They don't want to open their eyes and see that what we're saying is the truth, because we know how the royal family is funded, yet they fail to notice that and then will further spread misinformation. So that does make it very annoying. But anyway, let's just go on to how the royal family is funded. Okay, so this is how it goes, right? So the crown owns the crown estate, right? And that is all state owned, right? Okay, which means it's owned by the state, right? Okay, so then the crown estate will make a profit every single year, which is fueled by the monarchy, right? That profit is then surrendered by the monarchy, surrendered by the king each year, and that is given to the treasury, which is the government, right? The government, after they've got that pay from the crown estate, will then give the monarchy a cut of that money. Not money from the NHS, not money from schools, not money from pensioners, money from the crown estate, right? So the rest of the money they keep and it's used on the economy, right? But with regards to the royal family, that money, they get a cut, they get 25% at the moment because, hear me out, because the royal family are resurfacing Buckingham Palace. Now, just to make that clear, even if we didn't have a monarchy, Buckingham Palace would still have to be resurfaced, so that money would still be used for Buckingham Palace, regardless if we had a monarchy or not. Okay, right, carrying on. Okay, so the government have currently given the monarchy a 25% cut, but in 2 years' time, the monarchy will get a 12% cut, but they will get a 45 million pay rise. Now, this is not from your pocket. I repeat, not from your pocket, right? This 40 million pay rise is from the king himself. He has put on one of the crown estates a highly profitable wind farm, right? Which has generated absolutely millions for the crown estate, right? So he will get a smaller percentage of the sovereign grant, of the grant that he gets a cut from the government, which is what I'm talking about. The cut from the government is the sovereign grant, because he has, made this profitable wind farm. He is getting a pay rise, not from your taxes, from the crown estate, from the wind farms that he has created, right? Because this has been so successful, these wind farms, he will get more money, but a lower percentage, right? Which means that also the treasury will get more money and they will get a bigger percentage of it. Basically, that means the government will get more money because of the monarchy, right? Just to make that clear. Okay, so that is what is happening at the moment. That is the basics of how the royal family are funded. So now we know how the monarchy is actually funded, we can now go on to this drama that happened today. Okay, so this major broadcaster automatically thinks that if we didn't have a monarchy, the monarchy didn't take that much money, this could be used for the winter fuel allowance of pensioners. Now, this is, again, now you've understood how the monarchy is funded, this can't be the case and never would have been the case even without a monarchy. The government have different spending budgets for each sort of sector, healthcare sector, education sector, this sector, public, you know, I don't know, public whatever sectors, right? This stuff is all in the government's budget, right? And people don't understand. They can't take, the pension can't overlap into the schooling budget and it can't overlap into the NHS budget. It's just not the case. Of course, sometimes if something is a little bit more expensive than others, it will overcross and maybe they'll take a little bit of money from that sector or a little bit of money from that sector, which is why you may have a problem with such as the NHS, right? But in, you know, on the bigger side of it, the government has a budget every single year. And the sovereign grant is nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with government spending. If you have a problem with your fuel allowance, that goes all the way back to the government. The royal family has absolutely nothing to do with the government, how the government spend their money. You pay £1.35 per year for the monarchy, if any of that money goes to the monarchy. But the majority of the funds the monarchy do get is from the Crown Estate, and there is no way that the Crown Estate suddenly becomes the pensioners' money and suddenly magically the government just randomly decided to give the pensioners' money to the king. It's just not the case at all. People don't understand it, and people have been spreading and peddling these lies all day. I've had it all over my For You page, all over my X page, which is Twitter, and people have been really toxic about it. Oh, the king's getting a pay rise. If people actually read in between the lines, read the news, did the research and actually understood about the monarchy rather than automatically going for what these fake newspapers actually peddle, they probably understand it and there wouldn't be this drama. So I'm hoping that video was informative. I'm really hoping that people stop with the fake news. I'm sorry to the people that understand the finances or understand how this works and are having to listen to me again explain it. But I'm hoping that this was an informative video, and I'm hoping that this sort of helps people, you know, sort of work out what was actually happening, because I know that fake news, fake information can really be frustrating, especially if people understand how it works or people want to understand what's actually happening and get a different side from here, different side from here. It just becomes a real minefield. So I'm hoping that this and other royal creators videos, I'll put some link in the description so you can see what they have to say about it. Anyway, I'm just going to end the video because I'm going to be talking for days otherwise, but I hope you enjoyed that video. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope you stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!